Like, are they inspecting it because we brought out the wrong thing? And she's like, nope, just making sure it's every bit as perfect as I thought. Okay, so here is where my job as a presenter gets a little challenging, if I'm honest, because I'm in front of you talking about rubies, emeralds, sapphires, precious metal, and I'm somehow supposed to say this is $99.98 and you believe me. Like that actually gets tricky. Because when we say rubies, emeralds, sapphire, it's never followed up by under $100. If you live in a state with sales tax, you're lucky if the sales tax on your ruby, emerald, sapphire item is under $100. But here we are. Big part of the discount story is because of the metal in which it's set. It's sterling silver, not gold. But do we compromise on the quality of the gemstones? No. If we did, Caroline would not be standing here next to me talking about it because she's got a reputation to uphold. This is your choice of ring in sizes 4 through 11. We talked about the hoops. I'll bring them into the shot here in a little bit, but I want you to be able to make your selection on which of the precious gems you prefer. Either the emerald, and I'll wait for that. Look at that again. The Jardin. I'll be saying that a lot because it's just so fun to say.
The glow.
Oh, it's good. That sapphire. We even back it with that black rhodium on the prongs, but it doesn't obscure. I said prongs. I meant just the metal surrounding it. But it doesn't obscure the blue. And then next to that, your ruby. Rich, juicy ruby red. 5 easy payments of 20. And you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb and say size 9, 10, 11. If you're shopping for a gent and that is one of their sizes, I could see this being a man's ring easily.
That's a great idea. Yeah. It has that nice wide width. It's a really nice presence.
Okay, really, really good. So again, it's on us to go. Oh, and let's show everybody what Caroline was checking out.
Yes, look at the back. You should always look at the back of your jewelry to see how it's made.
Thank you. And Teresa brought these out, and I immediately saw Caroline like tilting them and looking at the back, and I'm like, uh-oh, is this the wrong ring?
They're almost like little
hearts
nestled into each other. It's so beautiful.
What a great anniversary band.
Yeah.
All right, but let's talk. I'm going to kind of pretend that we didn't present the hoops already, and just for presentation purposes, and kind of take us through the stones again, and we can start again with the emerald.
Of course, the emerald. So emeralds are from the beryl family. That's the mineral species, and emeralds are known for their glowing green quality. They're an included stone by nature. So you heard us saying Jardin. That's what we are referring to the inclusions as. And emeralds are mined all over the world. They were first mined in Egypt, and we talked about this earlier, but Cleopatra famously adorned herself with emeralds. So they're a very regal stone, very calming stone too. Ancient lapidaries used to actually rest their eyes by looking into emeralds because other stones can have a more jarring, fatigue the eyes quicker, and to relax and reset their eyes, they would stare into emeralds.
That is going to be a new self-care habit of mine. You know what? I'm tired of looking at screens. I'm going to rest my eyes.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm better. Right? Stare at your emerald. I love that. Let's all become that level of diva, right? Also, that's 1 carat of emeralds. Yeah. These aren't the little tiny chips that are the leftovers from other jewelers. I mean, that's a full carat of emeralds. Okay, we move on. Sapphire.
The regal sapphire. So this is one of the most important gems to nobility throughout the ages. It's in all the royal collections. It's in all the crowns, all the crown jewels. Really, no matter what the country, love sapphires. And they're the mineral species corundum. So they're actually the same gemstone as the ruby next to it. But the classic color you think of when you think of sapphire is that blue. And you can see the blue here. I will say a lot more affordable sapphires tend to be so dark you really can't see the blue, but you can see it clearly here.
This is one of those stones actually that a lot of women are selecting in their bridal suites. And I see this as being a beautiful wedding band if that's kind of, up your alley and in your life. Okay, then we move on finally to the ruby.
The ruby, I know. July's birthstone. It's my sister's birthday today.
Oh,
so
happy birthday. What's her name?
I should be getting Kate.
Kate, happy birthday, Kate.
It is a fantastic gemstone. The name ruby in Sanskrit means king of gems. And it is all things equal, like at the auction house where I used to work. If you had a ruby, an emerald, a sapphire, all of the same quality, rubies are going to fetch the top prices. They're the most valuable of the stones.
You know what I almost forget to even think about saying, because I don't get to talk like this about rubies, emeralds, and sapphires, is more than one, because I feel foolish if I'm doing that with a multi-$1,000 piece. But when it's $99.98, maybe you're stacking. These are 2 different sizes, so it's acting a little weird, but they would sit flush next to each other. and you could stack 2 different colors, all 3, 2 of the same, I think would be remarkable. I keep running my finger across the top of it too because you feel nothing. It's so smooth.
It's smooth and beautiful. If you want a ring that is low profile, maybe you work with your hands a lot, maybe you're active, put on gloves, this is the ring for that.
It's beautiful. And I don't know if you're watching today, I hope it's because you love our jewelry days and gem days, and maybe you go the whole 24 hours, you don't buy anything, it's just something fun for you to watch. I totally get that. You're window shopping, and you're stronger than I am, because anytime I'm watching on Gem Day, I always come home with something. And you know what? It's rarely something in the high price range. It's a beautiful pick-me-up, but every time I get them home, I go, this isn't something that I go back and look in my jewelry box and go, oh, look how tarnished and beat up it looks now. It's a fashion piece. It's something I know I'll pass on to Gabby. And to be able to say, you pass this on to your kids, and it's $99.98, and when will we ever say that rubies, emeralds, or sapphires have gone out of style? Never. Price goes up to a crazy good $125 at the end of the day, but let's not wait. Carolyn, I have a quick question for you.
Yeah.
What's the coolest piece of jewelry, the most impressive, amazing one you've ever had your hands on, that you got to touch?
When I worked at the auction house, I got to see Elizabeth Taylor's collection go through. And so it's the engagement ring that Richard Burton gave her, the Asher cut. That was like, knuckle to knuckle.
Who can say, that's like the number of people walked on the moon. You're in that same kind of number. I just had to know, I was dying to know.